you'll discover that in your relationship with black culture, specifically in North America, there's a great sense of fear. There's a sense of fear when it comes to wearing our natural features. There's a sense of fear in terms of wearing our identity. There's a fear of expressing ourselves when we have experienced racism and injustice and a lack of equity. And this fear has been something that has held us from growing as a group, as a people, and the reason this fear exists is because throughout generations we have been instructed that we don't have a say, that we do not have privilege, and we do not have an opportunity to express ourselves in an appropriate manner without facing consequences from the supremacist society called America. And sadly, this is the type of thinking, this fear that we have is exactly what's holding us back. More often than not, it's even within our communities. We're told never to challenge the ideas that North America proposes, especially those ideas of black people, our lack of entitlement, what we can and cannot do, what we can and cannot say. And I just want to let you know that you are within your well-rounded mind in every ethical manner possible to let white America know how you feel. Let them know what on earth they have been doing, and to actually make them aware of their injustice towards us as a people. And it will only get worse because there are brothers who will not rest until this level of fear has been alleviated from the community. There is fear in all grounds. There's fear when it comes to speaking to the police, when the police racially profile us and question our activity throughout the day, despite the fact that we can be innocently driving. Statistics have shown that these police officers stop more innocent black people and take out the lives of more innocent black people than they have done amongst white people. There's fear within the medical field of actually bringing forward a concern for safety, despite the fact that America has indoctrinated a prehistoric system and a present system which has put the black man's life in concern amongst his own community, where black on black crime is an all-time high, and even within white communities where in certain parts of the world, especially in certain parts of the states, black people, or let me say there are white people who still hold, and white organizations that are still permitted to hold and carry firearms and practice their racist doctrine. We speak no more of the burning cross, and that's all I'm going to tell you. And this fear is exactly where we have been misunderstood. The fact that we are not actually in a position where we can actually rely on this system, where we can actually take our problems to the American courts or the American system, or the care that they have promised to white people, because that care has been made for white people and it hasn't been made for blacks. And this is what they know on a deep conscious level, because they do not understand the problems that we face, but they still attempt to solve them. The key word is attempt. They do not understand the barriers and the dynamics that prevent us from receiving the most appropriate form of solution. And sadly, this is the only thing that has been apparent in the sense that because we have been trained and conditioned to be like children, like boys, probably worse than any animal, as history has shown you, given the historical proof that there was a time where we weren't even considered full human beings, that we haven't been trained, and we have not, most importantly, indoctrinated within ourselves and our own people how to properly establish health of our own. environments, economies, governments, and overall probable causes of our own to help prevent police interactions and give us the rights to walk through white America without being questioned or targeted. And this is what we need to work on. And part of the reason we haven't worked on this is because we are instilling fear into our generation. We instill fear into them within the school system. We let them know that it's either A or B, when the reality is our children have the entire world. Being black children, we have the entire world in our hands. The world is bigger than America. And the issue when it comes to instilling this belief that if we do not conform to what has been presented to us, that we aren't going to succeed. But the truth is, we have not succeeded despite conforming to what has been presented to us. We can dress appropriately, we can work well-establishing jobs as we do, we can speak and behave in an appropriate manner, as many of us actually do and have proven to do so. And despite putting forward this effort, we will still receive unfair treatment under the law. We will still be misinterpreted, and we still don't have any proper way to speak about these issues when we are falsely accused, or when we are not heard, or when the overall job economy refuses to give us enough resources and funds to make up for the years of oppression and slavery, so that we can rebuild and provide appropriate housing and healthy education, along with healthy meals for our young black people to thrive. And this is something that you need to know.